June 29, 2018. Kind of doing the same thing again today. We're gonna take advantage of all these beautiful days and practice. We're heading to another lake, a lake that I know a little better. Ashy, are you all done school?
Yeah.
Did you get a super awesome haircut last night?
Yeah.
Are we late for fishing because Amber had to gel your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plan today is basically what we did the other day with the Ontario fishing bass season opening so late. Every second that I can spend on the water at a different body of water, learning to pattern fish quicker, find fish quicker, is going to help me throughout the tournament season and throughout, you know, my entire bass career. So we're going to get this guy buckled up. You're headed on a big fishing trip tonight to a cottage with my mom and her boyfriend David. So we got limited time. Got to catch some fish. It's what the dreams are made out of. Let's go. Made it to the lake. Ashman is off to school, or off to daycare. School is over for the year. He did really well, surprisingly. No, I'm kidding. He did really well this year at school. He's really excited to just be going to daycare. He really likes daycare. All his friends go there, so it's more like a summer camp in the summer. They do all kinds of trips. We're at this lake. Sean and I fished here this spring for northern pike. This used to be like the best bass lake going. Amazing. When I was 10 years ago, you could catch giant after giant. Soldier weed showed up, which is an invasive species. Northern pike moved in here, and the bass fishing has just got tougher and tougher over the years. But there is some absolute hogs in this water system. We're gonna go out there. We're on limited amount of time. I gotta be back to get Ash by 3 o'clock. It's around 9 now. He's going on a trip with my mom to a cottage on Stony Lake to catch some fish and do the cottage deal this weekend for Canada Day. We gotta catch some fish. We gotta figure this out. It'll make you a better angler to do a little exploring and have a rougher day. I would personally catch a lot more big bass more consistently if I just fished the 3 lake that I was really comfortable with. But get out there, try new lakes. You'll be a better angler when you go to some body of water that you've never fished before. You'll be more comfortable that you're gonna find fish quick. It's all part of the deal. So try new lake. You know, this may be a really awesome day, and this may be just a total grinder of a day, but we're gonna have some fun. I'm guarantee you we're gonna learn something, and we're fishing. What could be better than that? On the water. Let's launch this bugger. Let's get flipping.
You know what we're gonna do for him? Since he was such a good sport, gonna get him back. What a largemouth that is. Yes. See ya, bud. Yes.
We didn't get a ton of bites, but the ones we did were the right ones. Ended up hooking 2 giant Ontario largemouth. Awesomeness, both on the jig. I hooked the last one, landed them in the boat, looked at the clock, and I have to go. I gotta pick the Ashman up. My mom will be at my house soon to get him, to take him to the cottage this weekend. I gotta get him packed, and we gotta get him on the road for a Canada Day in the sun. So not a ton of fish today, but the right fish, which makes me happy. I'd rather catch 2 good ones than 20 dinks. Feels good. And you know what? I wasn't even planning on fishing docks. I fished everything before I decided, well, docks are my only option, let's do that. Made it home like 2 hours ago. So here's the deal. I'll rush home from fishing, I pick up Ash. Ashman and I run inside, we get him packed, ready to go. My mom was supposed to be here at 4 o'clock to get him to go on this adventure. Gamey doesn't show up. Gamey doesn't call. I call David. He tells me that she has been held up at work and they haven't even left Toronto yet. When I was leaving the boat launch, well, I was loading the boat, gentleman there with a fishing line cast it in and his line got all sucked up in my prop, so we have to head to Mercer Marine. I don't have the tools here to pop that prop off and clean it off, and it'll bust my seals if we run it. But while I was waiting for the last 2 hours, I seen on Facebook asking what mini jig I use, and I will tell you right now, this one I've been flipping the whole season is from Lightning Series Lures. Tony Seinfeld makes them. He made me a whole pile of them, and that is what I've been flipping the whole season. I know for sure you guys can get them at Pro J's in Toronto, and I'm pretty sure Tony has a website, so go check it out. Lightning Series Lures. Tony Seinfeld, great guy. What I've been using the last couple of years, I really like his jigs. I got the mini jigs in 2 different sizes and 2 different hook sizes. Find Lightning Series Lures online. Talk to Tony. He can tell you exactly what I'm using. Hope that helps. Mercer Marine, and we're taking Junior. He's so excited for his trip. He's sleeping. We're at Mercer Marine. We got to pull this prop off. Make sure there's no more of that line in there. Check out this stud. That's a heck of a hat, man.
Oh yeah.
You're running a fine oiled business here.
Yeah, Smith Optics right there.
You know you've gone big time when you're wearing the Tilly hat.
That's right. Keep the sun off.
I didn't tell anybody about this. You know that when you're like mad, but you don't want to be rude to somebody and you're like, no problem, don't worry about it. I didn't even talk on camera about it. But yeah, so this dude pulling my boat out and he comes running behind me. He's like, hey man, I don't want you dragging that lure and all that line on the way home. 50 feet of line and a great big musky lure attached to my prop. Tried to pull as much line as I could out, but we're gonna see here in a minute if there's anything in there. Don't drive your boat around with line in it. You'll pop your seals. Right, mister?
Yeah, that's right.
Pop your seals and then you'll end up at Mercer Marine for like an overnight stay. Crank that down. Mercer Marine, #1 in Mercury, Evinrude, Yamaha, whatever I own at the time. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what's in there. Hopefully there's no line. That'd be awesome if we open her up and there's nothing in there. Is there anything?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I got it all. Ooh, there's some...
yeah, there's a little bit. We're gonna have to... Wow.
Ooh. Is there a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit in there.
There's some fluorocarbon too.
Nice. Oh, I can see it in there. All right, at first glance it looked like there was nothing, but there's actually some line in there. Watch your... make sure you do this. If you ever notice that you suck some line up, I'm even going to recommend once a year you pop that thing off and make sure there's no line in it, because that will cause you major issues. Right? Once a year, everybody should pop that off and have a look.
For sure.
This has been since at least I put that prop on.
2 years ago.
Yeah, Mercer Marine on my maintenance. Back together. We're back on the road. Mercer, thanks bro.
Hey, no problem. Let me put it back together.
Yeah, you better get it all together. You're going to Lake Ontario tomorrow?
That is correct.
He's getting his feet wet. First time Lake Ontario this year.
Correct.
You're going to fish the Thousand Island Open?
That is correct.
You pre-fished this bugger for a month and a half?
That's my plan.
That's your plan? That's your big event this year?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, CSFL, but they're not that big.
Yeah, you're going to spend most of your time fixing this boat anyway, so it's good you're going to get your pre-fishing started early. Thanks, homie.
No problem.
We are on the way home. My mom is coming. I talked to her. Ashton's sleeping. It's Canada Day weekend, and I caught 2 big ones today. Made it home. Put a couple donkeys in the boat today. Not a great day for numbers, but a great day for bigger fish. Tomorrow is Canada Day weekend up here. July 4th next week. I totally forgot that down the street there's a huge Canada Day deal, and I can't take my boat out of the driveway because I'll never get it back down the street. So tomorrow is an absolute write-off day. I'm not sure about the rest of the weekend, but I'm gonna spend some time with Amber, some time picking up around the house. I'm so happy post-spawn is over. I can't even tell you. The weights that I've seen in tournaments across Ontario today, gigantic. I got 2 donkeys today, 2 donkeys the other day. Things are starting to turn around. It is going to be a heck of a summer. Catching bass. Oh, I'm pumped. Pumped. Got the fishing line, the braided line out of the in behind my prop. That kind of sucked. Make sure you guys check that out. That can cause your lower end to go, your seals, and then I guess water gets into it and it's not so good. So make sure you check that out. Bass season is open. Donkeys are biting. What more can I say? Follow on Instagram, follow on Facebook, post your pictures in the live well. I hope this is under 10 minutes. I know the last couple have been so long. We're ending it here. Happy Canada Day. See you soon.